We are going through the series of Yoga Sutras from Samadhi Pada, and the last sutra was 35th Sutra. Vishayavati va pravati utpanna manasa sthiti nibandhini. Vishaya means all objects which we can see through the senses, which we can hear, which we can smell. Right? So, the object is not the reason for our dukkhas. How we perceive is important. The problem is in the perception and not in the object. Same thing is happy for if somebody, right, gets every day they get a profit of some 80 crores, like Anil Ambani or some big shots. Every the lower level, like people who sell vegetables, suddenly they get a profit of 1,000 rupees. A street vendor, they will be so happy. So the happiness is not depending on what you get. It is how you feel it. So he says, if you are having a antarayas, why don't you look at from where it arises? You see, suppose if I have a problem, can you look at from where it arises? Why am I so disappointed? Today we are unhappy because we don't get promotion or we don't get this and that. But that state at which we are today was the highest level, was our imagination for a few years back. When we studied, we want to get a job in a big companies, right? Suppose if you work in a big company or a government organization, are we so happy? Because when you are studying, right, you wanted to become an employee in a government organization or in a multinational organization with a great environment, and today you are in that position, but are you happy? You compare with somebody else and we feel bad. He says, no, not true. The problem is not what you are getting, the problem is how you are thinking. So look at that origin. And I also said that another way of interpreting this particular sutra is that everything you use your senses to feel it, right? We know the 10 matras, we know the Panchabhutas, but you know most important thing, the senses are the one experiencing the Panchabhutas, right? The 10 matras, right? Like we say the Akash and that sound, right? Akash is there, sound is there. But who is the one who is feeling it? The ears. So he says, why don't you look at the thing which gives you a trouble? For example, if somebody is having a taste problem, they can look at their own tongue, the tip of the tongue. If you have a problem in the nose, look at your nose. If you have a problem in the ears, feel the ears. If you have a problem in the eyes, do the Trataka practice. Feel it. So, this is one of the important. The earlier sutra talked about the exhalation or the Kapalapati, which Krishnamacharya Yoga Mantram follows. Most of the time for therapy, treatment, they use it. When you come to Vishayavati va, Vipassana meditation is one of the best example. They say from head to foot, move your attention, feel the sensations. Do not crave for anything. There can be a positive or negative vibrations. Go ahead. 10 days we do that. Then the next sutra says, vishoka va jyotishmati, vishoka, sokam, vishokam. Sokam means unhappy, sokam. Even in Patanjali Yoga Sutra, he says, tasya saptaga pranta bhumihi prajna. How do we reach the state of prajna? We say that 7 mountains are in Tirupati. These are all symbolic, please understand. Symbolic representations for our understanding. Soka is the first state. In the ladder, a person moves from one to another. Soka, bhayam, sokam, we leave the sokam, then go to the bhayam. From that bhayam state, we fear, there is no fear. Vikshepa, there is no distraction. Soka, bhaya, vikshepa. Right? Like that, we move on this ladder. That the 6th ladder will be the jigasu, then jignasu, prepsa, chikirsha. Chikirsha is the 4th state. I have done whatever I done. Right? Chikirsha means I am doing chikirsha. Then the 5th state is what? Prepsa. I obtained whatever I wanted. Then jigasu, nothing to leave it. Then jignasu, the 7th state. So this is the 7 states through which one moves into the jignasu state. The first state is sokam. Right? That sokam is the first state. He says, vishoka. Vishoka means there is no sokam at all. Think of the people who are in the jignasu state. Jignasu, right? So vishoka va jyotishmati. So who is in our body at that state? Because for Tirumular, the whole body is gold. So if you ask vishoka, so vishoka va jyotishmati. So there is no sokam, only brightness. The divine is here. Though the divine is here, the mind is here. And we perceive everything through the mind. Right? Even the God, even the divine. We have to feel through the mind only. That's why people used to say, in the heart, you feel the divine, feel the brightness, prakash. So meditate on this. You know, I said the one mantra was for K. Krishnamacharya mantra, yoga mantra. The second I said vipassana. This you want to know, Ramachandra mission. In Ramachandra mission, they have 2 groups, okay? There are 2 groups. One is in Chennai, we can see. It's near Porur, it's a very big organization. And another is there. They conduct only through the residential, within their house. They don't charge anything. There are 2 types. Here also they don't charge. All meditation practices. Main is, think of the divine inside. In the hot place. So vishoka means, because you know what happens. The mind has the tendency to stick on to dukkha. You know why dukkha? Dukkha is tamas. Dukkha is tamas. Tamas is sticky. Because you know in Ayurveda we used to say kapam. These first 2 fingers are kapam. This is vadam, this is pittam. This is water, land, prithvi, right? This is akash, vayu, vada. This is fire, water together is considered as, right, pittam. So even in rock, right, even in a small stone, you see the water will be there. Otherwise, the one and they cannot stick together. So the water is always sticky. So we people, why we are attached to the dukkha? See, for example, my body is there, I may have some issues, right? Little issues. Nobody is perfect in the world. But our concentration goes on to the place where we have a problem. We are not happy with the other things which are giving us a nice life. Because that is the nature of the mind. Because tamasic nature. The tamas is sticky. So we are always attached to the sokam, dukkam. In Sankhya philosophy, Ishvara Krishna, in that Sankhya Karika, he says, Dukkhatraya abhigatat jijñāsātat abhigatake hetu drishti sāpāta chetne ekānta atyanto abhavat. First word dukkha. Have such a big Sankhya Karika, why should they start with the dukkha? If we are not in dukkha, we don't come into yogic field. Dukkha is it's a source for us to come into the yogic field. Right? Unless we face the dukkha, we don't come into this picture. So dukkha is the first step which opens our eyes. Right? Okay, so meditate on the divine. Though the divine is here, he will stay here. It's my problem. It's not the divine problem. I need a vessel to drink coffee or milk, right? So same way, I cannot. It's not the problem of the milk. It is my own problem. So I use the vessel to drink the milk. So the divine is here. He will come to our mind level and feel. We can feel. Vita raga vishayam va chittam. Ragam, attachment. Viragam means unattached. Vita ragam, people who are unattached. Who will be unattached? Vita raga vishayam. In vishayam, who will be unattached with the vishayam? The experts. One who is, you see, normally we always, patents, copyrights, oh my God. No patents, no copyrights from 8th sense. I can assure you. Whatever I have, I can give it to you. But how many of you or how many of us can feel the Brahman who is inside? What book can give us that feeling? Only yourself, right? So that I don't think that by giving, today I see, every yoga institution they say copyrights, patent rights. What yoga? You people take things from the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, you take things from Hatha Yoga Pratipika. These are all free of cost. All PDF available. But for that I give some explanation and say patent rights, copyrights. Take everything whatever you want from 8th sense. No patents, no rights. If you want to, I will give you the PowerPoint presentation. If you want to say that it is done by you, please do that. I don't want any patents. People who give Vedas, they don't want patent rights. People for money, we do all these things. So Vitaraga Vishayam Vachit. People who have gone beyond that state, be associated with them. Today we can't see such people. So what happens in the satsang? At least in that satsang people are so free, so happy. Right? They are in that state because in that satsang the positive vibration is there. That's why bhajans everywhere, everything was there. So you please associate such people. I used to say people, go to the yoga institutions, go and see. If for prospectus and all, can I get it by mail, can I get it? If it is within your city, go there. So many punya atmas were there earlier. That's why temple has much of importance. It's not the value of the temple. So many people who have been in the state of vita raga, they were in that state. So their impressions are there, their vibrations are there. So vita raga vishayam chittam, go into the temple and stay there. Close your eyes. Feel the pleasantness in the temple. Go to the meditation centers. Be there. Go to the people who have gone beyond that state. We don't see such people, but still, at least when they talk about this spirituality, they are in that state. Be with them. If nothing is that, biography of the people who have gone that state. Study their book. Their life is there. Vitaraga Vishaya Chittam. Anyone, either meditate or hear or think of the people who have gone beyond this state, or at least associate with the satsang. Svapna nidra jnana alambanam va. Next is Svapna nidra, Svapna, Mandukya Upanishad, Ranava mantra, A, U, Im, A, conscious state, U, dream state, Im, Susupti state or the sleeping state, and Turiya is the last state which we cannot experience. If we experience, it is not Turiya state, it is beyond the mind perceptions. So if you don't talk about the Turiya, let us talk about the Avuyam, Swapna, the second state. In the Swapna, body is not active. In the Nidra, body mind is also not active. But when we are dreaming, we see everything as real. I will tell you one important thing. I don't know how many of you know. The entire Swapna happens in fraction of a second. How many of us know? Do you know that? In the Swapna, we see our old age, we get older, we even die. We see a 50 years, 60 years life in Swapna. But I say, it all happens in fraction of a second. You can read some books and find out. If not, please tell me. It is fraction of a second happening. So in a fraction of a second, I see so many things, but all are unreal. Right? The moment I wake up, I feel, no, I am in this place. Why don't you look at the whole world like that? It is like a drama, Maya, right? They say Panchabhuta is in me. Why don't you consider, oh my dear, Panchabhuta is, I am Panchabhuta. So what big difference? Everybody born and die. Is it real life? What happens? I save money, I do this, I do that. But at the end I leave this world. Is it real or unreal? Feel it as a swapna. You are unaffected. In the nidra, in the nidra state, the Atma comes down. People used to say there are some 36, 37 knots, some knots are there. While in sleep, only 3 knots will be there. The Atma will come to the mind, will stay nearby. But problem is here Tamoguna. Here the Tamoguna is there. That's why we don't remember. We were with the divine, but we don't remember. This is one way. Swapna, Nidra, Jnana, Alambanam. So before sleep, right? Don't look at the mobile phone, don't look at TV, horror movies, nothing. Half an hour. Please, before 1 hour of sleep, nothing. Don't do nothing to do with the electronic media. Just to be in Sattva Guna. That Sattva Guna can replace your Tamo. Normally in Nidra, Tamo will be there. But that's why in the olden days, people used to say, chant mantra and then sleep. How many of us do? So sleeping is a preparation, my dears. It's not that because your body does not have enough energy so that you go for sleep. Prepare yourself for a sleep. Then that Sattva Guna can lead you to give the clarity. In olden days, you would have seen some stories, right? Like king used to get a svapna that, okay, give this much of money to the so and so. Then in the morning he wakes up, he calls them and give it. He never says, no, it is swapna, it is not real. So in swapna also we may get certain clarity. Use that. Swapna, nidra, jnana, alambanam. So in the nidra, when we go for sattva sleep, you feel the divine nearer to you. So philosophically, the whole world is drama. In that way, if you look at, we are great human beings. Advaitam talks about everything is Maya. Patanjali talks about everything is Maya. Swapna, nidra, jnana, alambanam. Then he says, Yata abhimata dhyanadva. Yata abhimata dhyanadva. You do what you like. I say so many steps. You don't like to be with a satsang, don't go. You don't like to meditate on the heart, don't do that. You don't even realize the swapna, nidra, nothing. Okay, what you like you do, my dear. Involve yourself of what you need, because today what you need is the antarayas to go. You are agitated. Agitation has to come down. Agitation has to come down. To know, to do the samadhi state, to feel the happiness. Then the 40th sutra is it. Paramanu parama mahatvantaga asya vasikaraka. Kshina vrittehe. That is the next. The 40th sutra is Paramana Parama Mahatvantaga. The whole world is two things. The energies are two, my dears. The energies are two. Shakti, Mulada, Shivam, Atma, Agna. In the body. Prana, Apana. Yin, Yang. Right? In acupuncture, Yin, Yang. Male